Hi, this is Catherine. This is Taking Tea with Catherine. This is buttermint tea, which is from Twinings, and I just love saying buttermint. But also, I don't know, going through a bit of a minty phase in the evenings. Or the not morning and early afternoons, I should say. It's not really evenings. Anyway, thought I'd do a tag. This is a tag I've been seeing around, and it's an interesting one because it is the tag about tags, and it was created by Roz at Scally Dandling About the Books. Very nice channel, and very good tag. So she encouraged anyone who wanted to do it to tag themselves. So I am going to do it. So the first question is, tag first. Did you do the Booktube Newbie Tag? Yes, I did it 3 months or so after I started, because I think when I started I didn't know about it, and then by the time I knew about the Newbie Tag, or tags, I think there's more than one, I thought it was too late, and then I was assured by someone that no, this is good. And so if not, what was your first tag? Well, my first tag was something related to Jane Austen July. I think it might have been a Jane Austen July tag, because I had just started my channel right before July, so that's where I started, and it was a subject that I'm very fond of, so there you go. Do you choose to watch Newbie Tags? Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's my hobby to do so. Like, once in a while, when I'm just scrolling through things, you know, on those quiet days, I will say, you know what, let me just look to see if there's any new Newbie Tags out there that I want to have a look at. It's a good way to find new people to subscribe to, someone who might have similar interests to you or whatever. And sometimes I'll see someone recommend a new channel and they will link the Newbie Tag, so I might watch it then too. Tag emotions. This is all emotional roller coaster. What feelings do tags provoke in you? Tag joy and delight, tag boredom and resentment, tag guilt or anxiety, even tag envy. I would say joy and delight. It sounds a little like, exuberant. If I'm tagged about something that I really would love to do, then I'm very delighted to do it. If I am tagged by someone who I like as a person, then I'm very excited, of course. If I'm tagged by someone who I didn't think knew of my existence, I'm very excited, because that's always fun. Tag boredom doesn't happen, because I don't get tagged very often. So I don't get bored very often of doing tags. And even when I get tagged, I don't do more than 1 or 2 a month, because I just don't usually. And so there you go. Resentment. I think my only resentment is that I'm not really getting tagged much anymore. I don't know if I offended the powers that tag, but I feel like, I know I don't tag a lot of people myself, but it kind of like, I don't know, something happened where I don't get tagged anymore. I don't get mentioned a lot anymore on people's channels. I know it's not all about that. We're here to talk about books, but I do feel like that. Like, I'll watch like the channels of people that I follow the most, and they'll mention all these people, and I'm like, oh, why does no one talk about me? But again, I was not talked about that much in school either, so I'm used to this. I'm really sad right now, aren't I? Tag guilt or anxiety. Or even tag envy. Well, I can get a little, I don't like the word envy, but yeah, of course I get a little envious. If someone does a tag, creates a tag that is amazing, I will be a little like, wow, why didn't I think of that? But it's not like envy as in, oh, I hate them. But it's more of just, oh yeah, that's really cool. Maybe a little bit like when someone creates a tag and it takes off, and you see it like within a week of it coming out. It's like the whole universe has done this tag, and everyone's, people who've never met, heard about this person before is doing this tag. And like I created a tag last summer, and it took forever. And I was appreciative whenever anyone did it, but it took really long time for it to take off. So there's a little envy involved there, but I think you got to come to terms with things, Guilt or anxiety, I only get if anxiety, just because I am the queen of anxiety. Yes, do not try to take my crown away from me. I am the queen of anxiety. I probably have a tiara somewhere around here that I will put on. I have a heart of the ocean too. I have a lot of things that if you don't tag me, I will start wearing these things. This is a threat. You have 1 minute now. See, I can't even be a villain. But anyway, I feel anxiety if I am tagged about something that I really have no answers to. That happens so rarely. So really don't really get anxiety over tags that much. Guilt, I don't really either, because only that maybe I haven't tagged people enough when I do a tag. So it's like, what you give what you get, you know what I mean? You get what you give. I don't know these expressions. But and I also have this nagging feeling that I've forgotten to do a tag. And that's why no one's tagged me anymore. That I've insulted somebody, that I didn't do their tag, and now I'm a terrible person. And you know, it is possible. There were I haven't been tagged at all this year. You know, there was a time period last year where I wouldn't say I stopped watching videos, because if you watched me in late last year, you would see that I obviously was referring to videos that I saw, etc. Motorcycle. And does anyone know how to identify those when they just hear it? Because I know people who can. Isn't that weird? But anyway, not weird. It's cool. But like there were a few weeks in December. I guess it was the Vlogmas time period where it was like there were so many videos being made by so many people, and that's good and bad because I cannot keep track of every video on a good day, and I don't expect people to keep track of every video I make either, by the way. But and I feel like I saw a bunch of tags coming out around that time that I'm like, maybe someone tagged me there, and I just never watched because I got too overwhelmed in December to do that. But I kind of doubt that. I don't think anyone was even if I'm not being tagged recently, I probably haven't, but that's my only guilt. It's like, what if? Because this, like I said, guilt and anxiety kind of hand in hand. But anyway, enough about that. Tag favorites. What kind of tags do you like most and least to do and to watch? Well, I like bookish tags because I think that's what Booktube is about. I don't mind things that have people open up a little bit so you get to know them better. Anything that brings out someone's sense of humor. Anything that's very creative. Stuff like that. Just fun tag. Something that just brings out things in people. That is the best kind of tag to watch. And it doesn't have to be a specific type. I don't like things that have nothing to do, like if I got tagged, I mean, if it has nothing to do with me, then, and I don't do it, that's fine. But if I got tagged in something that has questions that I can't answer, like too many questions about series is hard, because even though I read mysteries that are technically series, sometimes I think some tags were created by people who read almost entirely YA, fantasy, sci-fi that come in serial form, and so it's really not for me, so I don't know how to answer that. But that doesn't happen very often. Or too many questions. Like, when I say that, it could have a lot of questions, but too many questions about, think of a book that, name a book that. Because, yes, we're here to talk about books, but sometimes I think it's like taking an exam. I wanna come up with a couple of good answers, and I don't want to have to overthink. The same thing with anything that is too much like strategy, anything that has too much strategy, because I'm not a good chess player. I'm not great at strategic games, so I will probably not do well. It might be too complicated for me. You know, stuff like that where it's like escape room quizzes. And I'm like, this is not what I need to be tagged in. But I don't think I've been tagged in that anyway, just that I've noticed. Tag style. How do you tag? I don't know. Randomly. I try to think of people I haven't seen, if I'm, that haven't done a certain tag. And if I think two things, either, oh, they've tagged me before and I should tag them. Or this person, I never see anyone tagging them. Maybe I'll give them a little bit of recognition, right? I've done that a couple times. And then, this tag was made for this person. They gotta get it. Even if someone else tags them too, they gotta get this. Otherwise, I don't, do you have a system for keeping track of when you are tagged or tags you plan to do? No, because I don't get tagged enough. Broken record. If I do find myself planning, I'm not a very strict planner, but if I was thinking about a week and I was like, I want to do this video and that video this week, and then a tag comes up that I really want to do, then I have to kind of plan when I'm going to stick that in. But otherwise, not really. Do you prepare to do tags or just wing it? Usually it's a combination of both. Again, if I get tagged in something that is more of the come up with names of books that this and that, or anything that I'm going to have to remember because of my short-term memory, not that good, I will probably write stuff down. But I like to combine my answers with sometimes just, especially if it's a question that's on a personal nature, not a over personal nature, but that would make one talk about oneself, then it's kind of nice to just talk instead of being like, here's my answer, So I like a little bit of both. Tag memories, memory lane. Of the tags, this is nice. These are really good questions, by the way. Of the tags you have watched, done, or created, which have stuck in your memory, are there any you would like to revisit or revive? Well, I'm not good at hyping myself. And, again, I have issues, so I don't like to ask people to do my tag because then I feel like I'm being pushy. But I'm going to anyway, because guess what? This is a tag about tags, so now's the time. I will try to remember at some point to link down my original tag. I only did one, and it's been a while, and I still see it go around, so thank you guys, whoever does it. I try to go on and thank everybody when they do it, because it's the nice thing to do if possible. But I might have missed some. I did a tag, I created a tag called the book giving tag. Not to be confused by accident. I didn't see this name when I was searching. The Booktube giving tag. Very different. The book giving tag, which is basically about about giving books as gifts and the nature of it, stuff like that. And I don't know, I thought it was enjoyable, and if you haven't done it yet, I would, really like to see your answers. But anyway, that's enough about me. Yeah, I have had some really enjoyable tags that I have done or that I have watched. One of them, I think one of the more recent, couple of recent ones, there was one about the dinner party tag that Hannah did from Hannah's books, and that was brilliant and fun. And I'm not great at planning food and stuff like that or planning parties at all, but that one was great. Dark Academia tag I loved. I liked it because, like I said, you were asked to come up with names of books and stuff like that, but you're also coming up with different works of art, architecture, music, films, television, I think. Little bit questions about characters that you would die for, which is not my cup of tea, but I actually still liked it because it opened up the tagged one, the chosen one, to come up with very interesting answers. And I loved watching that tag. It was one of the best ones I've seen in a long time. See, this is something that has never happened when I've done a video ever, and I drink tea when I do my videos. That's part of my video, Taking Tea with Catherine. I have never wrong piped my liquid. So it went down the wrong, whatever you call it. And I started coughing and I had to, so I kind of look like I've been crying. I have not, I'm fine. But I thought that was funny. That's like, I finally broke my, I knew that was going to happen eventually because I have no coordination. So there you go. Record achieved. Anyway, where was I? Dark Academia. Yeah, that was a really, really cool tag. I would love to come up with, and if anyone wants to collaborate with me, or if they have ideas for this one, I would love to do a tag for light academia, because I think I gravitate more toward light academia, because dark academia is brilliant. I like a lot of stuff about that, and I know I'm not the right age range apparently that these aesthetics were made for, but whatever, right? I would love to come up with a tag for light academia. So if anyone wants to work with me on that, I am really open to that. I am ready to put myself out there again. Until then, oh, and another one, which is another one I did pretty early, probably, probably in the autumn of 2019. And that was created by Olive at Book Olive, which was the Bougie Booktuber tag. So much fun talking about my shouting. I'm sorry. So much fun talking about the kind of money you spend on books and going to bookstores and stuff like that. Actually, I think that would be fun to do now. Even though things are starting to open up, I know a lot of people haven't been able to go to bookstores yet. It might be fun to reminisce a little bit. So if you haven't done the Bougie Booktuber tag, that is a fun one. Look it up. It made its rounds a long time ago, but it should be revisited, or at least resurrected, or whatever you call it. I'll try to put a link in there. I probably will forget because I am very forgetful about links. So then the last thing is to tag people, which I had decided I'm going to. This is, here comes pathetic Catherine again. I was like, I'm going to tag the last 3 people that tagged me in tags that I know of. If you guys have tagged me and I just never did it, please. I don't want to be nagged about things, but this is not nagging. If you tag me on something and you did an original tag or something and you never saw me do it, I don't mind you mentioning to me in a comment, oh, by the way, I tagged you in this, because it's possible that I just didn't see it. So that being said, the last ones I know of were Jennifer Brooks. She always has great answers to everything. Tia and all the books. And Hannah already did this tag. So, but she was one of the last ones who tagged me. It's been a long time. So, so yeah, we went back into like summer with some of these. So anyway, that was my tag. I finally did a tag this year. Mission accomplished. I don't know. So, and yes, if you haven't been tagged and you want to do this video, obviously, please. And if you like being tagged and you don't see yourself being tagged, see, I'm on your side too. Please comment, if you have a channel, please comment that you would like to be tagged, that you don't mind being tagged, because sometimes I don't want to bother people, but if you really would like to, I will tag you. So, I will. I was gonna do I Will Rock You, but then I started to sound like I will try to fix you. I can't sing. I wrong piped. Okay? So this is Catherine at Taking Tea with Catherine. Have a lovely tea and tag-filled day. Goodbye.